if one of the greatest wealth manuals ever written is not a modern finance book, but a collection of ancient writings from more than 3,000 years ago? Hidden inside the pages of the book of Proverbs are powerful principles about money, discipline, success, and prosperity. These teachings were written by one of the wisest men who ever lived, Solomon. But most people read Proverbs only as spiritual advice and completely missed the powerful wealth code hidden within it. Today, we are going to uncover the ancient wealth code hidden in the book of Proverbs and why these principles still work in the modern world. Section 1. Why Proverbs is different. The book of Proverbs is unlike most books in the Bible. Instead of telling long stories, it delivers short, powerful lessons about life. These lessons cover topics like wisdom, discipline, work, leadership, relationships, and money. Many of these teachings were written by King Solomon, who was famous for both wisdom and prosperity. According to the Bible, Solomon's wisdom attracted leaders, merchants, and rulers from many nations. His kingdom experienced extraordinary growth and stability, and much of that success came from the principles he recorded in Proverbs. Section 2. Wealth begins with wisdom. One of the most important messages repeated throughout Proverbs is that wisdom is the foundation of wealth. The book teaches that wisdom is more valuable than gold and silver. Why would wisdom be more valuable than money? Because wisdom guides decisions. Without wisdom, money can be lost quickly through bad choices, poor planning, or destructive habits. But with wisdom, people can create, protect, and multiply resources over time. This is why Solomon emphasized seeking wisdom before pursuing wealth. Section 3. The wealth power of discipline. Another major theme in Proverbs is discipline. The book repeatedly contrasts two types of people: the diligent person, the lazy person. The diligent person works consistently, plans ahead, and prepares for the future. The lazy person delays action, wastes opportunities, and ignores responsibility. Over time, these behaviors produce very different outcomes. Discipline leads to stability and prosperity. Laziness leads to struggle and scarcity. This principle may seem simple, but it is one of the most powerful wealth lessons in the entire book. Success is often the result of consistent effort over long periods of time. Section 4. The principle of slow wealth. Another important wealth principle found in Proverbs is the idea that wealth should grow gradually. The book warns that wealth gained too quickly often disappears just as quickly, but wealth built step by step tends to last. This ancient insight is extremely relevant today. Many people chase fast money through risky decisions or short-term thinking, but the wisdom of Proverbs teaches patience. True wealth is not usually built overnight. It grows slowly through wise choices repeated over time. Section 5. Guarding your character. One of the most overlooked wealth principles in Proverbs is character. The book repeatedly emphasizes the importance of honesty, integrity, and humility. These qualities may not seem directly connected to money, but they are essential for long-term success. Why? Because character builds trust, and trust creates opportunities. People prefer to work, trade, and build partnerships with those they trust. When someone is known for honesty and integrity, doors begin to open. But when someone is known for dishonesty or greed, opportunities disappear. This is why Proverbs places so much emphasis on character. It protects and sustains wealth over time. Section 6. The power of wise words. Another surprising principle in Proverbs is the power of words. The book teaches that words can either build or destroy. Careless speech can damage relationships, reputations, and opportunities, but wise communication can strengthen influence and leadership in the world of business and finance. Communication is incredibly important. Negotiations, partnerships, and leadership all depend on the ability to speak wisely. Proverbs teaches that controlling your words is a form of wisdom that can lead to greater influence and success. Section 7. Planning for the future. Proverbs also encourages long-term planning. One famous example compares the wise person to an ant that prepares during times of abundance. The ant gathers resources and stores them for the future. This simple observation contains a powerful financial lesson. People who plan ahead are better prepared for challenges and opportunities. Saving, investing, and preparing for the future are all forms of wisdom. Without planning, even large amounts of money can disappear quickly, but with planning, resources can grow and provide security. Section 8. The role of generosity. Another surprising wealth principle found in Proverbs is generosity. The book teaches that people who give wisely often experience increase. This idea may seem unusual from a purely financial perspective, but generosity creates powerful social and relational benefits. It strengthens communities, builds trust, and creates goodwill. People who are known for generosity often attract support, partnerships, and opportunities. In this way, generosity becomes part of the wealth cycle. It expands influence while also creating positive impact. Is Section 9. Avoiding destructive habits. Proverbs also warns about behaviors that destroy wealth. These include dishonesty, reckless spending, laziness, greed, and poor judgment. The book teaches that destructive habits slowly erode prosperity, but wise habits gradually build stability and abundance. This is why Proverbs focuses so heavily on behavior and decision-making. Wealth is often the result of daily habits repeated over time. Section 10. Why these ancient principles still work. The world has changed dramatically since the time of Solomon. Technology has advanced. Economies have become global. Financial systems have evolved. But the human nature behind money has not changed. People still succeed through wisdom, discipline, planning, and integrity. And people still struggle when they ignore those principles. This is why the teachings in Proverbs continue to influence leaders, entrepreneurs, and thinkers around the world. They are not just ancient sayings. They are timeless principles for success. Final message hidden within the book of Proverbs is an ancient wealth code that has guided people for thousands of years. It teaches that wealth is not simply about money. It is about wisdom. It is about discipline. It is about character. And it is about making decisions today that create a better future tomorrow. When you begin applying these principles, you start to see money differently. Not as something to chase recklessly, but as something to build wisely over time. And that is the true power of the ancient wealth code hidden in Proverbs. Call to action. If you want to uncover more hidden financial wisdom from the Bible, subscribe to the Biblical Wealth Code. Because in the next video, we're going to reveal another ancient biblical principle about wealth that most people completely overlook. And once you understand it, it could change the way you think about money forever.